Well, hello there, and welcome to Urinetown. Not the place, of course, the musical. Urinetown, the place is, well, it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
You hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What'd he do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
Well, what do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's sort of a mythical place, you understand? A bad place, a place you won't see until Act 2, and then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and, things like that. But Urinetown, the musical, well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town that you might find in a musical. This here is the first setting for the show. As the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get it. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage. The hard times, the drought, a shortage so awful that private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd.
Whoa there, little Sally. Not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything that's time, little Sally. You're much too young to understand this now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter?
Well...
Or a bad title even. That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown, the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you pee for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail.
You'll get Urinetown, oh, we lose the Urinetown, oh, we lose the Urinetown.
You won't need bail. Later on, you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep emission high, generally, so if you're down in your luck, you have to come to a place like this, one of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally is counting her pennies. Isn't that so, little Sally?
I'm very close, officer. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Oh, excuse me, sir, but can you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
You'll meet the man who runs You're in Good Company later. That there is his daughter.
Hey, it's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh dear, I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Anytime.
Well, we've talked on long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
Are oppressed, faces closed and bladders all distressed. Rich folks get the good life, poor folks get the woe. In the end, it's nothing you don't know. You're at Urinetown, your ticket should say Urinetown. No refund, this is Urinetown. We'll keep that dough. This is Urinetown. This is Urinetown.
All right, folks, you know the drill. Form a line and have your money ready. We'll not be repeating yesterday's fiasco, and that means you, Old Man Strong.
496, 497, just a few more. Penny for a pea, ma'am? Oh, please, sir, spare a penny for a morning pea,
What's
sir.
that?
Or a nickel, or a dime.
Out of my way, child. I've peeing of my own to tend to.
I haven't got it.
Then go get it.
Come on, Penny, I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week, and I still haven't seen a penny one. And it's Ms. Pennywise to you.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
He's my paw, Miss Pennywise. Can't he come in for free just this once?
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all had to make special, arrangements with people in high places over the years. Why not let this one be ours?
If Old Man Strong gets in for free, then so do I.
And I!
Not fair, we've been waiting.
Quiet back there. No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Don't you think I have taxes and tariffs and payoffs to me too? Well, I do. And I don't pay them with promises, see, I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning you all come here, and every morning some of you got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. And I'm here to tell you, you is gonna pay.
In the name of God, Penny, what difference could it make?
What difference? Times are hard, our cash is tight, you've got no right, I've heard it all before. Justice once is once too much, 'cause once they once, they'll wanna once more. I run the only toilet in this part of town, you see. So if you gotta go, you've got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. What was worth its weight in gold these days? No more bathrooms like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my bath now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea, and it's a privilege to pee. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians taxed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your coins to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me. If you paid the proper fee for the privilege to pee.
But Miss Pennywise...
I said no buts, Bobby. You're a sweet-looking boy, and I like to keep you around, but this man ain't coming in without paying. Not this time.
I can't wait much longer, Bobby. There's no telling what I may do.
You think you've got some kind of right?
Kind of right.
You think you'll come in here, go for free? The only thing you'll get is no for free. I'm a business gal, you see. I sell the privilege to be. The good Lord made us so we piss each day until we piss away. The good Lord made sure that what goes in men will soon come out again. So you're no different than from lowly me.
But Miss Pennywise... That's enough, Bobby.
And I think I'll charge you twice.
No need to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you arrested.
I'm through with all this, you see.
Since you prefer the law gets tested.
Scraping cash 3 times a day.
Urinetown, you'll see.
Crazy with the nitrates half the time.
Come to fight with me.
It's no way to live, I tell ya. No way to live.
For the privilege to
Pa, have you lost your mind?
More than that, boy. A whole lot more than that.
Looky there!
It's old man Strong. He ain't waiting.
He's peeing right there on the pavement, he is.
If he's going... Oh, no, you're not.
All right, then, make way.
Make way, damn you, make way.
Ah, that's better.
So, if it ain't Old Man Strong.
The same.
Is this your doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him. You've done a You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
I did what I thought was necessary.
Grab him up, Bobby. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong.
Quite exiling.
Oh, well, what if it is? I feel better now, and that's all I cares about.
Oh, Pa.
Always knew we'd get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away.
Bobby!
Pa!
Don't forgive me, Bobby!
I won't, Pa.
And tell your mother! Tell your mother I love her!
I will, Pa. I will.
Remember me, boys! Oh, God, what have I done? Remember me!
Remember, Bobby, what became of him. How he indulged a whim. Remember how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery, off to the dockery. Don't be like him.
What became of him? What do you mean by that?
Just keep your head out of the clouds, that's all I'm saying. Good day!
Now who's ready to pay?
It's my last few dollars, but I'll pay.
And I.
We'll all pay Bobby Strong always and forever, so long as you keep letting us pay him.
Oh, Pa, what's to become of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. The morning rush is on.
Where's my dough?
Isn't that the question we're all asking ourselves, sir? Where's my dough? From the cop walking his beat to the baby asleep in his mother's arms. Wow, wow, wow. We're all asking the same question. Where's my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
I made my speech. Where's my dough?
There'll be plenty of dough for everyone once the new fee hikes breeze their way through the legislature.
I was hoping to wait for my latest fact-finding mission to Rio. Wouldn't want to be around once the new fee hikes breeze through.
Ah, you think I've gone too far this time, don't you,
It's a
Fib?
powder keg out there, Cladwell. I think this time it's gonna blow.
Daddy?
What? Hope, dear, I thought you'd never get here.
Sorry I'm late, Daddy. I left just as soon as my exams were finished.
Oh, how's everything, dear?
Fine, Daddy, just fine. Feels great to be done with school. Finally.
You see that, Ms. McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, and now with a brain full of the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if the stuff in her head is nearly as big as the stuff in her heart, I'm sure she'll be running this company in no time.
That's enough, Ms. McQueen.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll be Hope Cladwell, and all grown up too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation?
It's just a fax copy position, of course. First day.
A fax copy girl, huh? Well, your father mentioned he'd be bringing on a new fax copy girl. He neglected to mention, however, how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. You're so beautiful. You know, even as a little girl, I
That's
always
enough,
thought-
Fib.
Yes, of course.
Well, we won't keep you, Senator. It's a big day, and I'm sure you'll have your hands full on the floor of the legislature, what with the fee hike vote and all.
Oh, they will be full, Cladwell, and by this time tomorrow, I fully expect him to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash, Senator. We'll all be full of cash, provided the vote comes
The
through.
vote will come through just as long as you come through with the cash.
No worries there. Once the vote comes through, there'll be nothing else to come through but the cash.
Oh, no need to worry about the vote because...
Skip, I think we understand each other.
Bye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff? Staff, allow me to introduce you to our newest fax copy girl and my daughter, Hope Cladwell. Hope Cladwell, the good people of Urine Good Company, or UGC as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Hope.
Why don't you say a few words, Hope dear?
Well, it's a great company, and I hope to help you make it even greater.
That's absolutely right, Hope dear, absolutely right. For you see, ladies, I came to the people of this community 20 years ago with a proposition. Look the other way while we run this company the way we see fit, and we will keep the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. Hope here has come to join our little operation and help us keep that promise. So promise me you'll treat her like the Cladwell she is. For one day, she may be wearing the very same shoes you see me wearing today. The same shoes I wore when I made that promise those many years ago. I saw gray skies, foreboding and cold. I saw gray skies and made them rain gold. Now those skies aren't so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they pay for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made flush it mean flush at the bank. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank? Oh, me? Oh, stop it. Well, you're right, I did a lot. Well, you may be right there. Yes, I do. I have so much money. I can bring in bucks by the buckets, faster still than bees making honey.
Gosh, Daddy, I never realized large monopolizing corporations could be such a force for good in the world.
Few do.
All those coins that we take from the throng end up here where those coins all belong. Lots of coins make our company strong.
Charging fees as we please is all right, it's not wrong.
We're not greedy, as some make us seem. We need funds for our big research team. Women in lab coats and test tubes.
That's right, what it shows no one knows, but hey, still we can dream.
Oh, Dad!
That's the name, don't wear it out. Making me blush now. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Sing it, ladies. Boom. Cladwell.
Gosh, Daddy, they certainly do seem to adore you. So, why do I feel so conflicted?
Oh, conflicted nonsense. Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to learn how to feel conflicted, or to learn to manipulate great masses of people?
Learn how to manipulate great masses of people, Daddy.
Had a girl, which is exactly what we'll do. Now get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home.
$534, $535, $536, $537, $538. Just a few more.
Well, hello there, little Sally. Awfully late for a little girl to be out and about, especially on a night like tonight.
Just scraping together a few coins before the late night rush is all. Got one to spare?
Sure, little Sally, I'm feeling generous today.
Excuse me. Sorry. Gee, thanks. Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking, we don't spend much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. It seems to me that with all the talk of the drought and the water shortage and whatnot, we might want to focus on those things too. After all, a dry spell would affect hydraulics too, you know?
Why, sure it would, little Sally, but how shall I put this? Come here, Peanut. Sometimes, in a musical, it's best to focus on one big thing rather than a lot of little things. The audience tends to be much happier that way, and it's easier to write.
One big thing, huh?
That's right, little Sally.
Oh, then why not hydraulics?
Run along then, little Sally. We don't want you to miss the late night rush. Miss Pennywise won't hold the gate forever, you know.
Oh, right. Thanks for the coin. Bye.
What a night.
Get everything cleaned up all right, Mr. Barrel?
Sure. Same as always. Did you hear him scream, though, Officer Lockstock?
Old man strong?
All the way down to Urinetown.
Sure, I heard him scream, Mr. Barrel, but then they all seem to scream in the end now, don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close and the spires of Urinetown peak above the horizon, they do scream then, Mr. Barrel. They most certainly do.
I suppose I thought he might be different somehow.
Different?
Old man Strong always seemed a bit tougher than the rest. I was hoping he might, I don't know, surprise us somehow.
If there's one thing I've learned in my many years enforcing the laws of this city, it's that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises. Not even from the very toughest among us. On that journey, expect only the expected. Well, it's a hard, cold tumble of a journey worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slapped face, smacked with a mace, certain to the base as I stumble down. It's a path that leads you only one place, horrible to retrace, a crumble down, a hard, cold tumble of a journey, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Julie Cassidy went to a field behind a tree, saw there was no one who could see her pee
but me.
And Jacob Rosenblum thought he was safe up in his room. Didn't know the jars he kept up there were an obligated trip to a Urinetown. Well, there are those who think our method's vicious,
Delicious.
a bunch of brutes, but it's we who gather for the people.
Tavern's a steeple.
Lawful fruits, our task, bring a little order.
Swindle out a hoarder.
From what he looks as the book says, certainly a season.
Trample out a treason.
With hobnail boots.
Roger Roosevelt kept the cup below his belt. Cup ran over when he down. Snub,
We dealt.
and Joseph, old and strong, held his feet for much too long. Hope his son might bail him out. His guess was good, but also
Years past, all lived in a jungle, scooping out a bungle, nature's bowl. Life of constant deprivation, certain aggravation took its toll. Soon learn power of the truncheon, organized a function, king to pawn. So, if peace is what you're after, Urinetown's the rafter to hang it on.
Julie Cassidy.
Jacob Rosenblum.
Roger Roosevelt. Julie Cassidy.
Don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them, don't be like them. Well, it's a hard, cold tumble of a journey, worthy of a gurney, a bumble down, a slapped face, smacked with a mace, certain to the base as I stumble down. It's a path that leads you only one place, horrible to reach as you crumble down. A hard, cold tumble of a journey, jumble of a journey to Urinetown. Off you go then, boys. Happy hunting.
Yes, so, have you made plans for your journey yet?
To Urinetown?
To Rio, of course.
Oh, yes, Rio. Well, I had to squeeze Cladwell a bit tighter for our monthly bribes, money fees, extortion fees, and such, but...
Caution, Mr. Lockstock. It would seem we're no longer alone.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, that there's his daughter.
All grown up, too. Miss Cladwell, out a bit late, don't you think?
Hello, officers.
If I didn't know any better, I'd put you under suspicion for taking a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself for free kind of walk.
No, I was just coming home from work. First day.
Long hours.
Just like us.
There's some kind of big vote down at the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes, and copying.
I must say, Miss Cladwell, your father mentioned the size and purity of your heart. He neglected, however, to mention the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. I take care on these streets late at night, Miss Cladwell. There's no telling what some people wouldn't do for a few coins.
Especially these days, with the new fee hikes and all.
Oh, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no?
Not really. Everyone has a heart, you see. As long as you know that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even criminals.
Even policemen.
What?
Bobby, strong.
Out a bit late, don't you think?
Out late, taking care of another late night rush is all. There's talk of more fee hikes. People are getting edgy.
Are they? Well, I'm glad to hear you were otherwise engaged. I want to put you under suspicion for taking a late night behind the bushes.
I don't have to do that anymore, officers. Not while I work for Penny, I don't.
But you still need to keep your head out of the clouds now, don't you?
What do you mean by that?
What he means is you're a good boy, Bobby Strong. You see that you don't end up like your father.
And how did my father end up?
Well, off we go. Our work's never done. Good night.
Good night, officers.
Good night, Bobby.
You were rather brave with them.
I don't care for policemen. Not those two, anyway.
Policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
That was me. I was rushing off to work. First day.
Find your way all right?
The gleaming tower on the hill? Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny, that's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to those policemen about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
Because, well, mine feels rather cold just now.
Cold?
Or empty, one of the two.
Not because of me, I hope.
Oh, no. Because of something I did.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
Or rather, something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum? In your chest? It sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong this morning is all I'm trying to say. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
My action. I let someone down who I love dearly. I feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you that now's the time to lift someone up.
Really?
Well, sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart? But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
You have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Shh.
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow, if only you follow your heart. You see there? Even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Plenty of water, peace and joy. I guess I do want those things.
There's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
I think so.
It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time. There it is! So faint. It's saying, follow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there. Someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there. Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. It was telling me about all those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our heart. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or badness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart.
Well, good night.
Bobby. Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night.
Hope.
Good night, Hope.
I won't forget what you said about the clouds and my heart.
And I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Oh, wait a minute. When can I see you again?
I'm afraid in this darkness you can't see me at all. But a bright, shining world is waiting to start. I can feel it. Come to amenity number 9 tomorrow. I'll show it to you.
She loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
You sure she does, little Sally? He's the hero. She has to love him.
Yeah, everybody loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Lockstock?
What's what like, little Sally?
You're in town?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because it's a secret, that's why. Its power depends on mystery. I can't just blurt it out like, there is no Urinetown! We just kill people! No. That information must be oozed out slowly until it bursts forth in one mighty cathartic moment. Somewhere in Act 2 with everybody singing and things like that.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, well, I'll be going. That's the music for the next scene.
The next morning at the amenity when the new fee hikes are announced?
That's the one. So long, little Sally, and keep your head down.
And so, with this piece of paper, the UGC awards amenity number 9, the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we all hope you will honor and enjoy.
Paper! What do you mean?
Of course, no one knows better than the good people at Your Good Company how difficult times are, but research into finding the long-term solutions we need is expensive. So, for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with our new profits. I mean, we look forward to finding lasting solutions and things like that.
Oh.
Good luck, Miss Pennywise. See you in, well, you know where.
Oh, you can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise. It'll be off to Urinetown for the lot of us if you do.
And it will be off to Urinetown for me if I do not. Now, get in line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise.
Bob Strong, where the hell have you been?
Sorry I'm late, Miss Pennywise. I was up all night thinking is all.
All night thinking, is it? You work here now, Bobby. You don't have to go in the
I
bushes
wasn't.
anymore. Like father, like son. That's what I always say. Now, let's get to work.
But it was about my father I was thinking, Miss Pennywise. About what happened to him. About what's happening to all of us.
He broke the law yesterday, Bobby, and that's the end of it.
But what if the law is wrong?
What did you say?
I said, what if the law is wrong, Miss Pennywise? What if all this is wrong?
Wrong? You got a sweet-looking head, Bobby, a sweet-looking head. But if you keep it up there in the clouds day after day after day, and it's gonna come down from there, you hear me? You get that head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. You get it out of the clouds!
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Gleaming and radiant, it's what I'll keep my eyes on.
The same as it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sun and start another day, it suddenly occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal, how I reel when I look at the sky.
Now, who's first? We'll take your fee now, Mrs. Strong, the new and improved fee, that is.
Daily we make them pay their nickel, dimes, and quarters.
This is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Daily we break them because we have to follow orders.
Haven't you enough, Mrs. Strong?
And we keep filling money bags with broken lives and dreams. But what's it for? I can't ignore these black immoral profit-making schemes. Look at the sky, high above this madness. Here below, feel our shame, it must stop in the name of the sky.
This is all I have, Bobby.
You hold on to that money, Ma.
Really?
The fee is the law. Bobby Strong, she'll abide by it or she'll join her husband.
And what if there was a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A new law that didn't come from any voting process or elected body or process of judicial review, but a new law that came from an organ. That's right, a muscular, blood-pumping organ like this one right here.
A muscular organ?
Well, if this one's too small for you, why not try this one on for size?
Oh, it's blinding me!
Look at the sky, there's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky, there just is, don't ask why, it's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby, you'll regret it.
I don't think so. Come on, Ma, this one's on the house, for everyone, forever!
Your heart knows all things great and true.
The things mere brains can never know.
Your heart points to the great big blue where the people's allegiance must go.
Tell me where!
Look at the sky.
Look at the sky! Look at the sky!
When we look at the sky.
Oh, Bobby, what's to become of you? What's to become of us all?
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon. In the sky.
you'll be off to Rio then, I imagine?
Already got my ticket.
Hey, good work on the floor of the legislature, Phip. It was touch and go there for a while, I understand.
Well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow changed their mind soon enough. Just like it changed my mind those many years ago. God, I wish I never met you, Caldwell B. Cladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. I just wanted to make sure you got your morning faxes.
Hope, dear, you're absolutely glowing.
It would seem that office work agrees with her. What with the faxing and all.
And the copying.
You're a good girl, Hope Cladwell. I used to be one. Before I met your father.
A good girl?
You heard me. 622, 623, just a few more.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Sure, Hope, dear, what is it?
Do you believe in love?
Love? Why do you ask?
Just wondering. I met this boy, you see.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. We've got a little problem.
Caldwell. Long time no see.
Ms. Pennywise.
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people there have rioted.
Rioted?
They're peeing for free, Caldwell. I tried to stop them.
The assistant custodian is refusing to take people's money, sir. A young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong?
Bobby Strong.
Yes, they've rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there is an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole.
What's happening, Daddy? I don't understand.
I wouldn't expect a good and pure heart like yours to understand, Hope, dear.
Officer Merrill and I are ready, sir. Just give the word.
What did I tell you, Caldwell? It's a powder keg out there, and I have a very important plane to catch. Excuse me.
Phip! No one's leaving, not until we nip this unpleasantness in the bud.
Nip? How so?
You're a Cladwell, Hope. What would you do if the foundation of your life's work were threatened by the rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Look deep into his heart and try to understand what made it pound so angrily.
Angry, you say? No one gets angry at me, not without a beating!
A beating? Oh, Daddy, beating people is wrong.
Life is a beating. The sooner you learn that, the better.
Then life is wrong.
Embrace it. I have.
Life should be beautiful.
Life is many things. Look deeper. And you'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny in a meadow is nibbling grass without a care. He's so delightful as he hops for you. You say, "Hi, bunny," and he stops for you. You pull your trigger and he drops for you. Goodbye, bunny boo. Hello, rabbit stew. Get me, boys?
You tell 'em, boss.
Don't be the bunny, don't be the stew, don't be the dinner, you have better things to do. It ain't no joke, that's why it's funny. Take your cue, don't be the bunny, don't be the bunny.
But, Daddy, we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope, dear.
Animals with huge incisors and big floppy feet?
Look closer, you'll see them, I do. I see them everywhere. A little bunny has a toll booth. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't plan ahead. Poor bunny simply hasn't got the bread. He begs for mercy but gets jail instead. Passing pfeffers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral, people.
Here is Jay, boss.
Don't be the bunny, don't be the dope, don't be the loser, you're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power, you're in the money. Advice to you,
Enri the bunny.
Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny in a toll booth?
Ah, you heard me.
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh, don't they?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope dear, and you see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father.
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. So snug and cozy on your closet floor. Then you open up the closet door. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers. Grasp the message, staff.
Right behind you, boss.
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the shoe. You don't get stepped on. No, the one who steps is you. You're stepping up to where it's sunny. Step on the poor. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny. Wah, wah. All right, everybody, get yourselves together. It's time we bagged ourselves a few rabbits. Let's go.
One at a time, everyone will get a turn.
Here's some cash, Bobby, just for you.
Keep your cash, friend, and believe yourself in happiness.
Busy day so far. Busiest on records if your books are right. How's the urinal holding out?
Little spillage, but nothing to be concerned about. The people are happy, that's the main thing. Police! Everyone, remain calm.
It'll take a lot of explaining to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
We've taken control of this amenity, officers. The people here pee for free.
That's my amenity, officers. I want all these pores taken away.
Officer Lockstock, what's going on?
It's the Act 1 finale, little Sally, where Cladwell arrives to snuff out the big uprising, the big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Snuff out the uprising? But what about Bobby's dreams?
Dreams only come true in happy musicals and a few Hollywood movies, and this certainly isn't either one of those. No, dreams are meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Lockstock, but it's still a musical. And when a little girl like me has been given as many lines as I have, there's still hope for dreams. Bobby?
Hope?
What are you doing, Bobby? I told you to follow your heart, not seize an amenity.
I did follow my heart, Hope, thanks to you.
The amenity won't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten that spillage, not by a long shot.
The amenity will take as much as it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation are over for these people.
The days of deprivation have just begun if this madness is to continue a moment longer.
Sure, Mr. Cladwell. That's what you've been saying for 20 years. And for 20 years, we've waited for the long-term solutions that never came. Well, guess what? We're done waiting, you see, for a new day has dawned. Today, a day of hope and happiness. A day when freedom is more than just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. This day, when the people pee for free because the people are free. Yeah! Free people are free. How can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today. Free people are free. How can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today. From every hill, every steeple, ring out the anthem of the people, making a new day, breaking the clouds of gray to sing of today, sing of today, sing of today, sing today, sing today, sing today.
Perhaps best for you to stay back here with your father. Oh, darling, the police will want to charge soon.
Your father?
Charge! Daddy, the These people need understanding, not brutality.
Oh, on the contrary, Hope, dear. A little brutality is exactly what these people need. Officer Lockstock?
Daddy, wait! He only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy, you say? Happy! So you want happy, Mr. Strong? Or did you say happy, Mr. Strong? If they be today, I'm sure they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. But too bad the water that we share could fit inside a cup. What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
But what of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? And think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. With your actions you would cut the child and leave a lifeless hull. Could it be you're so short-sighted, so insensitive, so dull? What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
You are wrong, Mr. Strong, you and your socialistic wrong. If the people be for free, they'll push the system to the brink. If today this village tell us how, tomorrow will not stink. If it's you and I now, Mr. Strong, which one of us will blink? I say it's you, Mr. Strong, we're on the subject of tomorrow. You are wrong. Officer Lockstock, prepare your man.
Everyone, into the amenity. We'll be relatively safer in there.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were going to start a revolution?
Maybe for the same reason you didn't tell me you were Cladwell.
I'm the same girl I was last night.
The girl last night would have joined us by now, Hope.
I can't fight against my father, Bobby.
And I can't not fight against him. So you can either join us or stand aside.
Stand aside?
You heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I could never bear to see you taken where the guilty peers meet the toilet judgment seat.
Said to follow your heart. Here's where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part to banish all needs. You made me to see fantastically clear. When people be free, we've nothing to fear.
Give up now, we'll find a way somehow to
like seeds. At first they seem tall, then grew into deep. This riots our child. Today, not tomorrow.
Bobby, you'll get your return.
Ending their lives of sorrow.
Bobby, you'll get your return.
Today, sing of today.
You picked a fight you can't win today, Mr. Strong. Your rabble are no match for my men.
He's right, Bobby. They've got two men, and we're all so poor.
That's right. Now release the girl. It's time you fixed your punishment like a man.
At least no one's holding.
Bobby! Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
No shorter than yesterday, unless I've grown.
You can punish our bodies, Mr. Cladwell, but you can never punish our spirit.
Punish our bodies?
I never agreed to any punishment of my body.
Oh, punishment is all you'll ever know until you release the girl.
Bobby, help
You
us
are
never
wrong,
reach
Mr.
out, no
Strong.
matter what we do.
You are wrong,
That's
Mr.
just
Strong.
awful me.
Very wrong, Mr. Strong. You are wrong, Mr. Strong.
Last night
You are wrong, Mr. Strong.
You
are wrong, Mr. Strong. Very wrong, Mr. Strong. You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You are wrong, Mr. Strong. Very wrong, Mr. Strong. You are wrong, Mr. Strong.
Bobby, you'll get your return. Bobby, you'll get your return. Bobby, you'll get your return. Your return. Your return. So what'll it be, Bobby?
Looks like we're in a real tight spot, doesn't it?
Your fellow revolutionaries seem to think so.
I suppose we should leave.
Oh, Bobby, they'll never let you leave now.
Remember me, boys.
Which is why you're coming with
what
us.
have I
That was
done?
I told you, Bobby, I can't fight against my father.
And I told you I cannot fight against him.
But how can I come with you and still not fight against my father unless... Oh, dear God! Bobby, no!
Wrong, Mr. Strong. Think of tomorrow, Mr. Strong. Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby's skull. With your actions, you would cut the child and leave a lifeless hole. Mr. Strong, you're very dull. Mr. Strong, this verse Mr. Strong, Mr. Strong, Mr. Strong, and end your song, and end your song. Mr. Strong, you're wrong, Mr. Strong, you're wrong, Mr. Strong, you're wrong, Mr. Strong, you're wrong.
Keep your men back, Cladwell. We've got your daughter and we're not letting her go.
Bobby, what are you?
In the name of the sky, you're coming with us.
We're walking out of here, Mr. Cladwell, and you're gonna let us as if you care about your daughter.
You're making a terrible mistake, Mr. Strong.
Let the girl go, Bobby. She's done nothing wrong.
Do not let go of the girl and follow me.
What do we do?
Seize them.
No!
Don't let them get away.
Help me!
Now everybody run! Run for your lives! Run!
Well, that's it for Act 1. As you can see, the rebel corps are making their getaway with Hope as hostages. The rest of us have been thrown into confusion because, well, we're all moving so damn slow. So we don't get to catch them, not yet. Enjoy your mission, and see you shortly. Well, hello there, and welcome to Act 2. Things have changed here a bit since last we saw each other, so I'll bring you up to speed on a couple of things. As you may remember, the rebel corps under Bobby's leadership kidnapped Hope and used her as a shield to escape due punishment from my man. A word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere, perhaps this one, here.
What the hell is this, Daddy? Is Bobby and Old Man Strong? They should be back by now.
You'll be kidding. The police probably knocked them hours ago. It's only a matter of time until our whereabouts are tortured out of them. And we'll be out to Urinetown for a lot of us. So what's that like, Pinting? Urinetown? Don't even ask. Oh, I got my suspicion. Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure did. Everyone sounds suspicious. What's Urinetown? Urinetown's the end. Swift and brutal punishment. No need now to repent.
The time was wrong and Daniel Hunt when they cut you down. They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown.
They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown, town, 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 town.
No, never do they guess.
Those people down in Urinetown, they never get the chance. Dancing for dead, never got a rope. Not just at the bottom of a rope.
So don't get your hopes up. And I say that they're not back soon. We can start like our father was gonna give it to us.
People hear lots of things about Urinetown, of course, and that's just the way we like it. For example, the little boy once asked me, is Urinetown actually a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses along golden fountain canals, like Venice, but different? I didn't say yes. I didn't say no either.
I want them found, damn it! I want my daughter released and I want Bobby Strong punished.
We're working around the clock, sir, but as the sign says, it is a secret hideout, so...
Enough of your excuses, officer. You've got weapons. Use them.
But sir...
What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron. So send your troops to all the streets and make them understand. If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land.
Hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land, 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 land.
Dance, little lady got dance. These people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Stance, forget it. Never not a nine. I'll teach them not to take from me what's mine.
The emergency corps is waiting.
Yes, warrant.
Not supposed to talk. I thought Farrell saw Sam Shore.
We'll have to keep on our toes, Ma, at least until we've distributed the rest of these memos to the other assistant custodians around the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
Hard to say. They're scared like we used to be scared. But if it's true what they say about everyone having a heart, they'll have to join us. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a lie, a means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I did not shirk their dirty work, but things are different now. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. How? Dance, listen to to it dance. My heart is like a stallion racing through the great expanse. Canyons of freedom, that's where it will walk, performing coronary somersaults.
Your heart is like a stallion?
I'll explain it on the way, Ma. Come on, let's go.
Where are they hiding, little Sally? Tell me and I'll see things go easy on you.
Easy on me? You mean like sending me to the nice part of Urinetown?
That can be arranged.
Save it for one of your other stoolies, Officer Lockstock. My heart's with the rebellion. Besides, the way I see it, I'm already in Urinetown. We all are, even you.
Me? In Urinetown?
Sure. The way I see it, Urinetown isn't so much a place as it is a metaphysical place. What is Urinetown? Urinetown is here. It's the town wherever people learn to live in fear. So look around, you finally found the place you asked about. For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out. For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out.
For Urinetown is your town. If you're hopeless, down and out.
Where'd you go? Welcome back, everybody. And enjoy. Let's let this go. Little Sally. Little Sally. Where did you read my staff people? I say 5 more seconds, and she gets the road. 5, 4.
Jeez,
Make it 1.
cops crawling all over the place. Little Sally, where the hell have you been? Quiet here in the tower is all. Cladwell and Fib and his Pennywise, they was all meeting up there. Some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, a quarrel of some kind?
That's it, she gets the road.
You can't just give her the rope,
Why not?
because killing her would make us no better than them. Haven't you heard, Little Sally? We are no better than them. In fact, we're worse.
What do you think they talk about in those cold holes they got up there? How good we are! So listen up now, what do you think of those cops that are gonna bust in here and bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes? So I say, as long as our juice is gonna spill all over this floor here, her juice is gonna spill too! Cladwell juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, about nothing, gagged inside, with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. Well, a boy's eyes hang nothing of each hair, look at curl, big bang boom, let's get tough, playing rough, snuff that girl.
Snuff that girl, but killing people is wrong. Then why do you feel so right? Looking at us here in a hole, on the land with our hearts full of fear. What a redhead, what a sham. We're cops, building here, busting heads, mighty quick.
But we'll be sent to the punch when we hate to the whole entire world.
Ooh, easy, friend. Unless it's like ours what's best under extremely unbalanced circumstances.
Such as we have right here.
Exactly. Now get the
No one's going to be killing anyone around here.
Why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why. But we're also afraid, Bobby. Killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
Friends, I know you're afraid, but this has got to be about more than just a vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't defend herself.
But why? We want to hang her as revenge for her father's crimes. I think he's just in love with her, that's what I think.
Maybe I am.
What?
And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied his essential humanity due to the conditions of his pocketbook. That no man would be ignored by another with the means to help him. Here and now, from this day forward. Because of you, and you, and you. We will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
When did he say that?
I don't remember him saying that.
All I remember him saying is, run for your lives, run!
Okay, well, that was in the heat of battle, and in the heat, the actual hotness of battle, the cry of freedom sounds something like, run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you gotta run, freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. Till then, you better run, freedom, run away.
I'm frightened.
As well you should be. Freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up.
Literally?
Yes, there's a trickle of sweat dripping in your ear. But still you gotta run, freedom, run away. So don't you fret and never fear till freedom's a one, freedom, run away. Well, there's a great big Cladwell on your tail. Yeah, and he's put his henchmen on the trail. Whoa, I'm simply laying out the facts for you. Great big Cladwell's making tracks for you. Ain't no time to relax for you. Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run.
Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run.
Freedom, run away.
Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run. Freedom, run away.
A 3-4. Run, freedom, run away. Run, freedom, run away. My friends, you gotta run, freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. So then you better run. Hallelujah. With the wind in your hair, you run to freedom's glory. That freedom sun will shine all over your freedom story. I said freedom. I said freedom. I said freedom. Freedom run.
we do now?
The police would be on the lookout for us, that's for sure.
And when the time comes, we fight the police.
Ooh, but how?
With blood, guts, brains if we have to. It may take years, and some of us will most certainly not make it through the revolution alive. But fight on we will, for all the decades necessary to claim freedom for the people of this land.
Decades?
I got a real plan. I've got a real plan.
Miss Pennywise, how did you find us?
I had a feeling you'd be here. No one knows the sewer system like you do, Bobby.
Or you?
Cladwell wants to talk to you, Bobby.
What about?
He says he now understands how unhappy the people of this community have become, and he would like to come to a solution with you, man to man, peacefully.
Now there's a shortcut.
That'll save us on the decades of struggle.
Can we trust him?
Mr. Cladwell doesn't want to fight Mrs. Strong. He just wants his amenities up and running, smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think, little Sally?
I think it might be difficult for your love to grow with hope tied to that chair for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll do it.
Bobby, no. What if it's a trick?
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
And what about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny business and she gets it. You tell that to Cladwell.
Sure, I'll tell him. Likewise with the girl. You give it to her, and we give it to him. Get me?
We'll be careful.
Now, stay calm, Hope, darling. We'll have you out of this in no time.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So this is the bright new day you were telling me about.
I don't blame you for being angry with me, Hope, but your father gave us no choice.
They may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world, but they taught me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really, they taught you that there.
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
We do have something special together, Hope. But until freedom rules the people of this land instead of fear, love has about as much a chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into all this, Hope.
And I didn't mean to... Oh. I guess I don't know what I meant to do.
Listen to your heart, Hope. I think the answer to what you're searching for is there, deep down. Somewhere among the tissues.
Wait a minute. When will I see you again? When darkness surrounds you and you've lost your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your... Oh, Bobby.
You've caused a lot of excitement over the past couple of days, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
This is only the beginning, Mr. Cladwell. The people have just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will? Is that how the people fight?
The people will fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. There's been a disturbance of public amenity number 32, number 15 as well. Word's begun to spread.
People have gathered all the rest. They're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Ms. McQueen, do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? Those first years, when the water table started to drop and then just kept dropping? No one thought they had much time left, and many of us did questionable things. Much like the things that are happening right now. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But There is always a tomorrow if you're tough enough to cling to it, which is why I've brought you here today. Many people think of me as an evil man. Oh, thank you. But the truth is, I'm no more evil than you or Miss Pennywise or any of those other poor people you insist on trying to lead. I am merely a simple man trying to cling to tomorrow every day by any means necessary.
But what happens when the drought is over?
Over? Well, we can always hope, I suppose, but until then, our regimen of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash must go on.
Ah, yes, the regulating mechanism of cash.
Bobby. I want you to have this cash, and I want you to tell your people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to any of those involved in this week's criminal activities, as long as they are willing to return to the improved-upon fee schedule as authorized by the legislature. Don't let it happen again, and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows. Yes. But I'm afraid my conscience will cost you more than a pile of cash, Mr. Cladwell.
Bobby, it really is an awful lot of cash.
Free access is the only cash I'm interested in, Miss Pennywise.
I thought we had an understanding, Bobby.
Then understand this. If there truly is a way to that bright new day, we'll find it together. All of us, not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! Will not return to the stink ears, Mr. Strong. I'll not allow it.
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I have spent a lifetime building this company, paying off the police force, bribing the political elite, and snuffing out popular resistance as if it were a naughty baby bunny in the palm of my hand, my right hand. I've centralized all power to a pinpoint spot right here, between these two ears, and I'll not allow some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years to ruin all of that. Seize him!
Don't do it, Caldwell. There's no telling what they'll do to the girl.
Then that's just a chance I'll have to be willing to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
What? You think just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I've closed my heart to love once. I can do it again. To Urinetown with him then, Officer Lockstock. With all haste, with all haste.
You lied to us, Cladwell! You told us one thing and then you did another! Cladwell!
Get your filthy hands off me! Oh, I'm going to kill you. Oh. Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, I should have balked, I should have walked, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
You, send word to police headquarters. We'll need all hands on deck tonight. You, and you, stay with me. We'll see about these little disturbances. And Vip, assemble the legislature. I want full authority for the coming crackdown.
Dirty my hands with this bad business? Not on your life.
Oh, don't kid yourself, Vip. Your hands are as filthy as a child's after sandbox time. But don't worry, you'll be able to wash them soon enough. Wash them by the banks of the Rio del Rio. Now go. You, and you, come with me.
Why did I listen to that crook? A little bribe and cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet maven made me cave, and I'm a schnook. Why did I listen to that crook?
Cladwell, you lied to us! That's what you did, Cladwell! That's what you did!
Come on then, young Bobby. You can't keep yelling all the way down to Urinetown.
But hope, she's still with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later.
Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
But not to hope. Oh, please, not to hope.
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws, captured in our city of laws. There's no trial or jury, nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get Urinetown, off you'll go to Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown. Now no more fuss.
You let go of me! I have to save Hope!
There's no saving Hope now, Miss Pennywise.
There may be no saving you.
Oh no? Then take that! that, and this, and a few of these. Why did I listen to that boy? He spoke of hopes and dreams that filled me with such joy. How can I know he loved me so? Was it for show? Was I his toy? Why did I listen to that boy?
So what's it like? This Urinetown I've heard so much about.
Perhaps better for us to show you.
What's this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand on the very threshold to a new world.
The door is in front of you. Step through and Urinetown awaits.
Door? More like a railing and pigeons? A rooftop?
And the drop.
A decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
Never fear, the time of understanding is at hand.
Welcome, then, to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that cat? Why did I listen to my dad? I went to work for him, he said he was so glad. Was he sincere? Now it's clear. And now I fear that I've been had. Why did I listen to
That book, that's
This is Urinetown.
my dad, 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 my dad.
Why, look, there's public amenity number 47 and the legislature and my boyhood home. Why, we're just standing on top of the UGC headquarters and this is our town.
Yes, it is.
But how can it be that we're in our town and in Urinetown at the same time? Unless... Oh dear God, no, you couldn't
Over
have.
you go then.
So you're just gonna throw me off this building and that's supposed to be Urinetown? Death is Urinetown?
Yes, that's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to my heart? I heard it call and made this revolution start. So let the throng pick up my song and Cladwell see that he is wrong. Why did I listen to my heart? Why did I listen to my heart? I heard it call and made this revolution start. So let the throng pick up my song and Cladwell see that he is wrong. Why did I listen to my... Why did I listen to my... Why did I listen to my
Shovel and a mop, Mr. Barrel. You know the drill.
What's taking them so long?
They should have reached an agreement by now. Cladwell's not one to dilly-dally.
All night, the sirens and the screams. Maybe they're celebrating.
Bobby won't let us down. If anyone can find the way to freedom, he can.
Otherwise, we kill the girl, right?
Yeah.
That is the plan, isn't it? Come on!
No.
Get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Little Sally, what's going on up there?
It's...
Yes?
I saw Bobby.
Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
Why would you say that?
Well, they threw him off a building.
What are you saying, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
Bobby, the policemen, they threw him off a building.
The police threw Bobby off a building?
They couldn't have done such a thing. We have Cladwell's daughter.
Well, they did.
Is he all right?
Well, is he?
Oh, Bobby, the policemen came soon enough, but not before I heard his last words.
His last words?
That's right. They were about her.
Well, what were they?
They were, tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her, and I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never
pickle in the fry. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of scent. I fear my life is spent. No one is innocent.
No one.
No one is innocent. What did he mean by that?
I don't know. He started fading in and out after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The fall was so horrible.
Was he talking about me? Well, how could he say that I'm not innocent? Not innocent of what?
Who the hell does he think he is?
Yeah. What the hell, Bobby?
What did he mean? Wait, please. There's more. He said, tell all the people. Tell them the time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing hand in hand. Cheek and glad to glad. There still is hope. I see it in this land. If only.
Yes?
If only.
Yes!
And then he expired.
That bastard Cladwell lied to us. He took my Joseph, now he takes my Bobby.
Who's gonna lead us now?
We're lost! Lost, I tell you, the rebellion is over!
Oh, what do we do?
I'll tell you what we do. We do to her what they did to him!
Yeah! Or you could take me instead.
What?
Seize her! Yes, do whatever you feel you must, but please spare the child.
Old woman, you've been grasping and conniving all your days. Why so giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter. And I am her mother. Yes, Hope, it's true. I am your mother. The one-time lover of Caldwell B. Cladwell. Call me what you will, but it was during the stink years, you see. None of us thought we had much time then, and many of us did questionable things.
What the?
There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. But there were also fond farewells and late-night trysts. Life was an explosion filled with cheap cabarets, riots, dancing girls.
And love?
Oh, yes, and love. There was love like there was no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there was always a tomorrow of some kind or another. After you were born, Caldwell made me promise never to reveal my identity to you, for you see, I was somewhat of a strumpet in my day. But never in my wildest...
My heart is telling me many things right now, as you all can well imagine. But there is one thing bellowing louder than anything else, and that is when there is wrong in this world, you must right it. You did a wonderful thing by coming here today, Miss Pennywise. Mom. And if you can reform yourself, then maybe we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you. Seize her! If this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory into oblivion, I would blame you. All of you. Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us?
She's mad.
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire.
I've got a key.
And the guards know not to question me. But once there, we'll question Daddy. Oh dear, yes, we'll question him plenty.
Why should we trust you?
Because Bobby, your hero, loved me. And I loved him.
Hope, dear girl, on behalf of the people of the rebellion, perhaps we in time might be able to love you too.
Oh. That's all that really matters, isn't it? Love? Now, let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us! Yeah!
With a lust for saving water, man gives daughter up for dead.
Play it on your Stradivari. He's not sorry, not a shred.
An absolute maze. That's what this sewer system is.
I'm going back down to give it another look. You stay here and guard the streets.
I've been meaning to ask, Mr. Lockstock. Do you ever have doubts about what we're doing here? About the killings and all?
It may surprise you to learn that sometimes I do. But the health and safety of this town are my primary concerns. I love the people of this town, Mr. Barrel, very much. Sometimes I think Cladwell's edicts may be their only chance.
And I love you very much.
I see.
Well, that went pretty well.
Those who fly the blimp of evil shun upheaval in the air.
Then ask why the ride gets jarry. Now you're sorry, you're up there.
Now you're sorry. Now you're sorry. Now you're sorry.
I'm perfectly capable of finding my own way to the legislature, you know.
No offense, Senator, but Mr. Cladwell didn't want you flying the coop. What with the coming crackdown and all.
And what if I am on my way to the coop? What if I'm actually on my way to the airport right now to catch the last flight out to Rio? What would you say to that?
Can I come?
Any word from Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Ms. McQueen?
Not yet, sir. They're still searching the sewer system.
Which is where they'll be keeping hope, I imagine. I can only pray that when we meet up in heaven, she can find it in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy.
What? Miss Cladwell, what an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Hope, dear, thank God you're safe.
I'm not safe yet, Daddy, but soon I will be. Soon all the people of this land will be safe.
Most of us, anyway.
What?
It's all over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away, but to where?
To the same place you sent young Bobby.
And so. And all those people who wouldn't or couldn't meet your criminal fee hikes.
Seize him.
Hope, darling, what is the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Daddy. And you? I believe it's time you joined the expat community in Urinetown.
You're making a terrible mistake, Hope, darling. You need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom, Daddy. For the people.
Oh, and love?
Oh, yes, and love.
That's what I used to think, Hope, too, Hope, dear, before the stink years. But worldwide ecological devastation has a way of changing a man. You're too young to understand it now, but there really are more important things than love. Food, water, and shelter, for example.
And piles of cash?
Oh, it wasn't just any cash, Ms. Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long power, so long money. I'm the bunny this time round.
Remember when our nights
Aren't you sorry?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, just unsound.
Take him away.
I regret nothing, you hear me? Nothing. Oh, I may have been a terrible father and a cruel and vicious man, but I kept the pee off the streets and the water in the ground, you hear me? I kept the water in the ground.
What now, Miss Cladwell?
Now is the beginning for all of us. Now is a new day when each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one people and share the fruits of our labor as one. Now is the dawning of a new age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you like, in whatever location you like. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the final day of an age of fear, an age that lasted far too long. For today marks the first day of a new age. A new age.
Oh, don't say it.
Of hope.
I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river straight and true. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice. All for the people, me and you.
As you may have guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that allowed the people to pee for free, whenever they liked, for as long as they liked, wherever they liked, with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I'm also the narrator, so no one can touch me. Not unless they want the story to end.
So many people peeing at will. Thanks to the rebellion, the world is a much better place.
Actually, your father commissioned a study of water consumption just before...
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we need obey.
Sisters and brothers fight for the river.
Fathers and mothers,
Babies too. All in the family push toward the river. Shove toward the river. Why don't you? Step in the river. Wade in the river. Soak in the river. Through and through. Once in the river. You are the river. Friends of the shoreline jump into.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, and eventually disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Cladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore the warning signs, however, preferring to bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over and then everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes it is, little Sally. Yes it is.
Oh, such a fever. If only I had a nice, tall, cool glass of water, then maybe I'd have a fighting chance.
But don't you see, Mrs. Strong, the glass of water's inside you. It always has been.
It has?
Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river?
That's right. We all are. You are the river, I am the river. He is the river, she is too. All in the river, flowing for freedom, flowing for justice. Let's review.
We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just in view. We see a river flowing for freedom. You see a river straight and true.
I don't think very many people are gonna come see this musical, Officer Lockstock.
Why do you say that, little Sally? Don't you think people want to be told their way of life is unsustainable?
Well, that and the title's awful. Can we do a happy musical next time?
If there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mrs. McQueen moved to Brasilia, where she opened a bottling factory that did rather well, until the Amazon dried up. Then she moved. As for the people of this town, they did as best they could, weaned as they were on the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for the first time for what it truly was, what it was always waiting to be.